What's up, nerds and geeks? My name is OMG, WTF, LOL, FT, WBRB, and welcome to Suprocker Saturday. If you are unfamiliar with what Suprocker Saturday is, well, it is one of the days of the week that I choose to play really any game that I want, such as the ongoing series which we've been doing for quite a long time now, the Ultimate Marvel vs. Capcom 3 arcade playthroughs. Last time we did one of these, we played as Iron Fist of the Marvel side, so this time we're going to be moving on to the Capcom side of things and defeat the Evil Galactus with a Capcom character. And this time around we're going to be doing it with, you already probably know, Dante of the Devil May Cry series. Our team consists of Dante, Beautiful Joe, and of course everyone's favorite merc with the mouth, Deadpool. I will admit I did have some problems recording this, by the way. I was dropping some frames in the video a lot of the time, which we'll see a little bit later on. And then not only to add to that, but there was one match that just kept giving me problems, and it was right around there I was dropping frames, but we'll get there once we get there. And as always, a reoccurring thing I like to do in these arcade playthroughs, whether it is Ultimate Marvel vs. Capcom 3, or if it's Injustice, or anything else, I like to give you information on the character I'll be winning as. So since we're winning as Dante, let's get started. Dante is a fictional character and the primary protagonist of the Devil May Cry series of video games created and published by Capcom. In the first 4 games, Dante is a mercenary, a mercenary and a demon hunter dedicated to exterminating them and other malevolent supernatural foes. A mission he follows in pursuit of those that killed his mother and corrupted his brother. He is the son of Sparta, a demon of great power, and as a result of his heritage, he possesses numerous powers beyond that of any human, which he uses in combination of a variety of weapons to accomplish his goals. The character also appears in several Devil May Cry novels and manga volumes, and is featured in a 2007 anime TV series. A reboot of the series by Ninja Theory features him in an alternate universe as a young adult fighting against demons. Dante has also appeared as a special guest character in multiple crossover games. The character was designed to fit Devil May Cry game designer Hideki Kamiki's vision of a cool and stylish man, and his personality was based on the titular character of the Magnus series, Cobra. Across the series, Dante's portrayal has been modified to appeal to the criticism aimed towards his role in the first sequel, with Devil May Cry 3 featuring a younger and cockier Dante, while Devil May Cry 4 offered an older yet cockier characterization. While Capcom handled the character in the first 4 games, Ninja Theory was in charge of his persona in the reboot. Dante has become one of the most popular characters in gaming, having been recognized for his role in the Devil May Cry series and characteristics that have attracted gamers. However, Dante's redesign and characterization in the reboot was a subject to controversy within gamers. Dante is a mercenary, specializing in paranormal cases, preferring those that call for demon slaying. He is muscular, again, correct? Anyway, has white/silver hair, icy blue eyes, and is usually seen wearing red duster/trench coats. Dante's arsenal usually consists of firearms and melee weapons, including ebony and ivory, twin handguns that never need reloading, as well as a variety of swords such as the Rebellion and Force Edge, devil arms created by his father. The guns are handmade for Tony Redgrave by 45 art racks written on them. Alright, Tony Redgrave is an alias used by Dante. He possesses superhuman strength and agility as a result of his half-demon heritage. This gives him the ability to enter a heightened state called Double Trigger. In this state, Dante possesses greater strength and speed. His health regenerates at a steady pace, and further abilities with his equipped melee weapon, including flight. Dante is one of the twin sons of Sparta, the demon knight who sided with humanity and drove back an invasion of the human world by demons 2,000 years ago. After Sparta's death, Dante and his identical twin brother Virgil were raised by their human mother Eva. When Dante and Virgil were children, their family was attacked by demons, resulting in Eva's death. This event led to Dante's commitment to hunting demons in pursuit of those that killed his mother. Dante is confident in his encounters with opponents and frequently taunts enemies before battling them, with the exception of Devil May Cry 4. Dante says the phrase "devils never cry" in every game, implying that no matter how much of a demon he may prove to be, his ability to cry makes him human. It makes his human side precious to him. Dante has playable appearance in several games outside of the Devil May Cry series of games. In the Beautiful Joe series, also created by Hideki Kamiya, Dante is playable in the PlayStation 2 version of Beautiful Joe and the PSP version of Beautiful Joe Red Hot Rumble. In both games, he frequently has dialogue with Alisar, who is revealed to be the embodiment of a identically named sword of Devil May Cry. He appears as an enemy and optional ally in the director's cut release of Shin Megami Tensei Nocturne. His inclusion was suggested by the Atlas staff due to how well Dante would fit into the game's plot and convinced Capcom to include him. There's a Dante card in the SNK vs. Capcom Card Fighter DS. He makes his second fighting game appearance as a playable character in Marvel vs. Capcom 3 Fate of Two Worlds. He was also set to appear in Soul Calibur 3, but did not make it into the final game. He appears as a playable character in a tactical role-playing game, Project Cross Zone. Dante is a playable character in PlayStation All-Stars Battle Royale using his appearance from DMC Devil May Cry. The inclusion of his DMC persona over the classic one generated criticism by fans, and Superbot Entertainment responded to them, expecting them to enjoy the character's gameplay mechanics. Dante also appears in many other pieces of media based on video games. These include 2 light novels written by Shinya Gotidia, featuring original stories. The first has a young Dante under the alias of Tony Redgrave as he is chased by an assassin, and Devil May Cry 2 prequel that has him searching for a demonic statue known as the Beastheads. A Devil May Cry 4 novel by writer Bingo Mahashi rephrases Dante's role from the game but reveals his interest in Nero after fighting him very similar to his brother Virgil. There is also a Devil May Cry 3 manga that follows Dante before the game's events, a comic of the first game published by Dreamwave Production, and an anime titled Devil May Cry the Animated Series that follows his daily life as he solves cases involving demons. The reboot version of Dante also appears in the prequel comic The Chronicles of Virgil when he receives the Sword of Rebellion to fight demons. The popularity of the Devil May Cry series leads to a line of action figures produced by Toy-Com. Japanese company Kyoto produced a similar line of Devil May Cry 2 and Devil May Cry 3 Dante action figures. Dante debuted in Devil May Cry, a game originally intended to be part of Capcom's Resident Evil franchise series. Created by Hideki Kamiya, wrote his name after rewriting the story and took it from Dante Alighieri's poem Divine Comedy. Kamiya has said that the titular character from the manga series Cobra by Bichu Tashiwala served as the basis for Dante's personality. Kamiya based his idea of Dante on what he perceived to be as stylish, wearing a long coat to make the character showy, and a non-smoker, as Kamiya saw that as more cool. The characters wear red because in Japan it is a traditional color for a heroic figure. Kamiya also stated he perceives Dante as a character that you would want to go out drinking with. Someone who was not a show-off but would instead pull some ridiculous mischievous joke to endear people to him. He added that this aspect was intended to make the character feel familiar to audiences. Although Kamiya was not a main writer for the first 2 Devil May Cry novels, he viewed Shinya Goekataya's, depiction of Dante similar to the one that he wrote. In the prequel game Devil May Cry 3, Dante's attitude was emphasized to reflect a younger and more arrogant character than the previous installments. The double trigger forms for Dante was designed by Casimiro Kinoko. Gameplay-wise, he was made to be easy and controlling, contrasting Virgil, who was harder yet stronger. Devil May Cry 4's producer Hiroyuki Kobayashi noted prior to the release of that game that they wanted to make Dante seem significantly more powerful than the game's other protagonist, Nero. This was done in order to create an evident difference between the strength of the veteran when compared to a rookie. Another reason for this portrayal is based on the series' continuity. When dictated that Dante displayed the power he would possess after events of the first game in its prequel, Devil May Cry 3, in this game Dante was designed by Tasuo Yoshiwa, who enjoyed the character in his original appearance to the point of calling him the ultimate Hollywood action superstar. Yoshikawa discussed with the staff to make Dante older, more mature, and more experienced to have him look between his 30s and 40s. The design included multiple details such as Dante's stubble that reflected his cool personality, as he did not care about shaving. For both Devil May Cry 3 and Devil May Cry 4, Dante was voiced by Ruben Langdon, who also did the motion capture for the series. During development of Devil May Cry 3, Langdon found that during doing motion capture of Dante was difficult to the multiple moves that the character makes. Langdon often discussed with the staff of Dante's characterization that was different from the original one, as they wanted a different spin. Eventually, Langdon decided to do his own rendition of Dante, as he was confused with the staff's suggestions. In retrospect, Langdon finds Dante the most difficult, frustrating, yet rewarding character he has ever played. Instead, he grew attached with him. Langdon was told to make Devil May Cry 4's Dante similar to Devil May Cry's 3 persona, a bit more mature. Despite the staff's concerns for the difficulties of such portrayal, Langdon has no issues after choosing Roy Fokker from the anime series The Super Dimension Fortress Markers as his character model, and nothing he had almost the same age as Dante during the production of the game. I'm not gonna lie, whoever wrote this this article on Wikipedia got some pretty bad grammar. Dante's confident and fearless attitude has gained him a widespread popularity. When first introduced, Game Informer described him as one of the most badass characters around, citing the contrast between his character and those previously seen in the Resident Evil series. His design and personality received praise from numerous reviews, such as IGN, who referred to him as a dark, anti-hero kind of guy even a down-in-the-dumps disgruntled teenager would love. GameSpy described his appearance as awe-inspiring to look at, feeling his attire was reminiscent of Vincent Prior. Empire also ranked Dante on the list of the 50 greatest video game characters as 38th, adding Dante is surely one of the coolest mothers in the history of video game. I think that's supposed to be motherfuckers, but they went with mothers, which... okay. Game Radar named him Mr. 2001 in their article on the sexiest new characters of the decade, stating that compared to the female characters in Devil May Cry, Dante was the hottest of them all due to his muscular build, hair, his fighting abilities, and his attitude. Dante was ranked 3rd in Screw Attack's list of the coolest video game characters in 2007. Game Daily named him one of their favorite Capcom characters, ranking him 7th and stating that the various aspects of the character made him an unstoppable force. Game Radar also listed him as one of the 25 best new characters of the decade, calling him an unforgettable, as well as stating that he had a template for smart-ass action heroes. In 2010, Dante came 23rd in the Famitsu's poll featuring the most popular video game characters in Japan. He also was voted by Game Informer as the 13th best character from the 2000s. In 2012, Game Radar stated that despite Dante's multiple characterizations, he's a guy who you'll always have a hell of a time playing with. Dante and Triss were also included in the Inquirer's list of most memorable video game love teams, with comments focused on how the two join forces to defeat their enemies. Additionally, Dante has also been compared with the titular character from Bayonetta, especially in Devil May Cry 4 persona, based on the personalities and action that made the two of them appealing. Ruben Langdon's performance as Dante in Devil May Cry 3 and Devil May Cry 4 received praise by Game Radar for being the character's best voice actor, noting that the two actors did not fit the character well. On the other hand, Dante's characterization has often resulted in criticism. In Devil May Cry 2, Dante's cocky attitude was largely absent, which is one of the main criticisms of the games. The fans' reactions for the new design of Dante in DMC Devil May Cry were mostly negative. Hideki Kamiya found him based on the modern rebellious youth and said he missed the original Dante. Dave Riley from Anime News Network compared the reboot's Dante with the young Dante from Devil May Cry 3, but criticized him for being pretty generic adolescent power fantasy. As well as his use of swearing when confronting enemies, Dante's voice actor Ruben Langdon expressed disappointment with Dante's characterization in the reboot despite his anticipation to it. On the other hand, several websites writers criticized the fanbase negative reaction, stating they were solely influenced by the character's look and that his personality was very close to the classic Dante. Now I'm going to be going over to people who have done Dante's voice in video games and television. So in Devil May Cry in 2001, Drew Combs did the voice for Dante. In Devil May Cry in 2003, Matthew Kaminsky did the voice. In Beautiful Joe in 2003, Drew Combs once again did the voice for Dante. In Shin Megami Tensei Nocturne in 2004, Matthew Kaminsky did the voice for Dante. In Devil May Cry 3, Dante's Awakening in 2005, Ruben Langdon did the voice, along with Devil May Cry 4 in 2008. In Marvel vs. Capcom 3 Fate of Two Worlds and in Ultimate Marvel vs. Capcom 3 in 2011, Ruben Langdon did his English voice, while Toshiki Morikawa did the Japanese voice for Dante. And in Project Cross Zone in 2003, it's only a Japanese game, well, it's not only a Japanese game, but the voices are only Japanese. So Tashibi Morikawa did his voice once again for Dante. This right here, though, Nerds and Geeks, is where we start dropping frames and stuff like that. So I do apologize. And in TV for the Devil May Cry anime in 2008, Ruben Langdon did the voice, and Toshikiya Morikawa did the Japanese voice. Now we're going to be going over Dante's interactions with special characters in this game, and we're going to start off with the pre-fight dialogues. So when he starts off in a fight against Beautiful Joe, and we saw this in our first match, Dante says, "It's alright, Joe. We cool." Against Domaru, he says, "I'm not going to pull my punches." Against any female fighters except for Trish and Amaterasu, he says, "How come I never meet any nice girls?" When he starts off with Trish, he says, "Don't think I'm going to go easy on you." And when facing off against Virgil, he says, "What a touching reunion, right, brother?" Next up are his call names. It's when Dante has specific names for some certain people, such as Beautiful Joe and Deadpool, who are literally just known as Beautiful Joe and Deadpool. But anyway, when he calls out Captain America, he says Cap, and when he calls out Phoenix Wright, he says Mr. Right. Next up are the victory pose quotes. It's when at the end, and it shows Dante doing his little animated thing. When he defeats Beautiful Joe, he says stylish and beautiful. When he defeats Domaru, tick. Get the hell out of my face. When he defeats any female character except for Trish and Amaterasu, sleep it off, baby. When he defeats Trish, really, Trish, is that the best you can do? And when he defeats Virgil, come on, get up. You can do better than that. His aftermatch win quotes, which is after the we win the match, and as you'll see in a few minutes, Iron Fist. This is what the victory pose quotes are. The aftermatch win quotes is when it shows the entire team, and they have a little quote for the person, as you see with Iron Fist right here. There it is. So when he defeats Domaru, he says, "You gotta be Mundus' cousin or nephew or something. No? Great aunt on Satan's side, maybe?" When he defeats Morgan, baby. I love it when a girl gets violent. When he defeats Trish, come on Trish, you have to do better to beat the most stylish, hottest demon hunter around. When he defeats Deadpool, sometimes you just gotta out the crazies. Wait, I said that wrong. Sometimes you just gotta out crazy the crazies if you want to beat them. Sorry about that. When he defeats Virgil, you're the reasons why we can't have nice things. Also, the ladies dig my sword skills more. And when he defeats Iron Fist, love the kung fu moves. Don't change that. The ballerine slippers, however, gotta go. Next up are his assist quotes. So when Dante is calling for someone to assist him, whether it be Beautiful Joe or Deadpool, he says, "Hey." And when he's finished helping out Beautiful Joe or Deadpool, "Catch you later" is what he says. Next up are his defeat quotes. So when Dante is defeated by a light attack, he says, "I can still fight." And when he loses by time over, he says, "Well, this sucks." And as you see, yes, the audio is very off in the video right now because of the frame drops. Sorry about that, guys. So when replacing a fallen ally, say if Deadpool was to die right now and Dante would replace him, and he still has Beautiful Joe remaining, he'll say, "Got tired of waiting," but if both Deadpool and Joe have died, he will say, "Woohoo! Time to party." And Dante has two different taunts. His first taunt is "Ready for some fun," and his other taunt says, "You done warming up yet?" And that's all the information I found on Dante that I thought was pretty interesting. So I guess right now I'll give my personal opinion on Dante as a character. I'm sorry about this audio problem, guys. It's bad. Anyway, though, Dante, my personal opinion on him as a character, he's pretty cool. I've never played the Devil May Cry series, but I kind of would like to now, because Dante is a cool character. He definitely fits in with what a lot of people are saying, you know, about him. God, this is the match that gave me the problem, by the way. This match right here was the one. But Dante's a cool character. I like his look. I will admit, I was one of those people who also did not like his new look in the new reboot of the Devil May Cry series. I felt like it just wasn't Dante. It was a completely different character to me, and I think a lot of people would agree with that he was just a completely different character in that game. It wasn't, I mean, I never played it, but what I'm saying is, like, it did not look like Dante to me. That was just a different Dante, honestly. But I like Dante. I think he's a really neat character. I think he's definitely one of the best characters in Capcom history. and I feel replacing him with that new Dante, the DMC Devil May Cry Dante, I feel like that might be a mistake, and I hope they realize it's a mistake and go back to the newer version of Dante, because the new one's not doing it for me. I was interested in playing the Devil May Cry series, and I still am, even though I've heard some things about them that I may not like. That, and they're kind of outdated nowadays, and I'm not really sure how well they've aged. But I would definitely consider playing the Devil May Cry series. And my personal opinion on Dante being in this game, actually, I think he was an excellent addition to this game. What I was expecting when I first heard about Marvel vs. Capcom 3 is I was expecting, I tried so hard to get it, but it just didn't work. I wanted to do it as one. But when I heard about Marvel vs. Capcom 3, what I wanted to see was from Capcom, at least. I will talk just about Capcom. What I wanted to see from them was a mixture of their classic old characters along with some newer characters, and that's what we got. We got, the Ryus, the Chun-Lis, the Kumas. We had Arthur, who's an older character, yet new character to this series. We had Strider Hero return in the Ultimate version. But, that's something that I was looking forward to, and Dante was one of those newer characters that I thought was an excellent character choice, along with Beautiful Joe and Sea Viper, who got a lot of criticism that I thought was a neat one. I really messed that up. I never claimed to be good at this game. Never did I claim to be good. But, Dante, he was an excellent character choice. I don't really agree with Trish's character in this game. And I think I said that in the Trish playthrough. I mean, she's okay. I don't know. She's not a playable character in her own game. So that, to me, is kind of like, what? But, Dante, to me, was a good choice. I've heard about Nero. I've never seen Nero. But, I've heard a lot of people say, oh, they should put Nero in the game too. Obviously they didn't. They wanted more of a Virgil than Nero, which I don't mind, even though Virgil is an overpowered beast in this game. By the way, I had the teabag room. I'm sorry, I had to. I'm not usually that guy, but today I was that guy. Because that's how mad that match was making me. I did show every failure attempt, as I always do in these series, so you will see every single one of them that I have failed. But, yeah, that match really got to me. And I believe I also failed in one battle against Galactus, so you'll see that also. Oh, I'm sorry I'm being quiet. I was actually reading something. I was reading something. I'm still reading it. I'm sorry. I'm not paying attention to this fight. We're starting off with a Kuma and Dr. Doom, which, in my opinion, really isn't a deadly combination. A more deadly combo to me is Wesker and Doom. Domaru is the worst. I will say that with anything. Domaru is the worst one. If you ever get Wesker and Domaru, it is just possibly the worst one ever. But Doom and Nakuma's not too bad, even though you wouldn't be able to tell because they really messed me up in this one. And now we're about to go up against Galactus. And there's one thing I hate about facing Galactus with Beautiful Joe, and it's that move. Joe will stand up there for a good couple seconds and just keep hitting him, and even if I'm not doing it anymore, he'll still do it. Which kind of, like, to me is just like, ah, damn it. You know, like right there, even though I wasn't like pressing it no more and I wanted him to fall down, he was still doing it. It has, I'm assuming it has to do with the fact that you know, if you're button mashing it or something.
Where is your laughter now?
This was a mistake right now. I didn't mean to pull him in, and when he got in there, I was like, oh, there goes Deadpool, because I meant to call him out and I accidentally held it down too long. My mistake. And we lost. Sorry. Ha 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 ha! Right there. They did a great job of Galactus' model. I will say that. Galactus looks great in this game. I really thought I would have had more to talk about with Dante, honestly. I mean, I thought my information would have lasted me a little bit longer than it did. That was a mistake also. I didn't mean to do that. I meant to throw out my gun. I mean, not throw out my guns. I meant to call an assist, and for some reason that happened. Akuma really is the least deadliest out of all the people you have to fight here, in my opinion. Even though he can be an asshole, and I'm not saying, you know, he's not hard to fight. Trust me, that's not what I'm saying. It's just, compared to the other ones, I think Akuma's the worst one to face. Domaru, I mean, not the worst one. Akuma is your least of your worries, honestly. Domaru, and I said this before, is the worst one. I hate facing just because that black hole stuff. And when you get Wesker and them teleport with each other, it's the worst. I hate it. Take 2 on Galactus. Not even there. Wow, I actually avoided that one. I was really like, you'll see, I'm actually trying not to do it, honestly. I'm trying not to jump or nothing like that. I wonder if that bomb hurt him when he did that. And there goes Joe. That move kills you. I'm telling you, that move really does kill you. And sometimes you just gotta... I know there's a way to dodge it. You gotta, like, jump really high, which I've done before. It's just, you gotta time it perfectly, so... My best bet is just to take the hit and call your assistant and let them break you out of it. At least that's what I do. Some people may do it differently. I find that works for me, so yeah. Sorry I haven't uploaded one of these in a while, though. Unless you're watching this in the future, you wouldn't even know. But yeah, I haven't uploaded these in a while, and I've really been busy, so it's been a while. But there will be an Injustice tomorrow also, so we got that too.
Is that really all you got?
And we're almost done with Galactus. And mainly due to the fact that I've already defeated Galactus with Deadpool, let's call in Dante and just finish him off. By the way, that looks so badass when Dante and Deadpool are out there shooting with each other. I really like that. I think that's one of the coolest looking things.
I can smell you standing there, you know. What do you want? If you so desired, I could return your mother to you alive and well. I could even mend your relationship with your brother. Make your family whole again. All I would require is...
Yeah. I'm not really interested in mending fences with my brother. So here's my counter offer. You give me a job that can pay my electric bill for the year, and I'll let you leave here with your head attached to your body.
Actually, there's a friend called Blackheart who has caused me trouble to no end.
Done. But I'm charging you triple for being such a tool. So that was Dante's ending, different from his original ending, and I don't remember what his original ending is actually. I can't remember for the life of me. I know it is different though. No, I do. It was with Ghost Rider. Him and Ghost Rider were facing each other, and he thought this was a game and all that stuff. So I just remembered it off the top of my head right there. But I like that. I like this ending more because it gives Dante's character more Dante, I guess, more cockiness and everything, and really cool. And it definitely introduces Blackheart into it also, and that would just be an awesome crossover series. Dante, like Devil May Cry and Ghost Rider. I think that would be really cool, and I really hope Capcom does decide to do another Marvel vs. Capcom game, because they could really, you know, work off a lot of this stuff. But anyway, that is the end of this week's edition of Suprocker Saturday. If you have enjoyed it, please do me a favor, leave me a comment, a like, and please subscribe if you have not already. And as always, Nerds and Geeks, my name has been OMG, WTF, LOL, FTW, BRB. Don't forget to share this video with your friends, Facebook, and Twitter. And as always, you Nerds and Geeks have yourselves a wonderful day.